In Joss We Trust.
I was with a girl that had never seen it before, so
she'd never seen any Marvel movie.
No, and she was like, what's going on? I was like, go with it, and she was laughing. She was like,
amazing.
I'm not sure if she completely understands, but I was like, well, so that. So,
Don't worry, like I watched it twice, and it's like I'm like, that's I didn't know that. Like that's awesome.
I think you're never really truly going to understand everything.
Well, I think that's why it's so done. Like Joss is such a genius.
So, yeah.
It's so interlocked with so many different little like nuances and things that have been threaded through other Marvel franchise movies. You know, this whole empire that's building around it.
Yeah.
It's epic, man.
So it's almost like you've got a ready-made fan base, but it's such die-hard fans that even today, I was saying on the tube, there's two people wearing like kind of vintage Avengers t-shirts. I was like, I want one. So what's it like coming into that? Do you feel pressure?
Well, maybe I felt a pressure to kind of do the role, the character some justice.
Yes, for the comic fans and the
right.
people who are fans of our characters that already know them.
But you're in the best hands possible. I think, you know, Joss and even the guys at Marvel, Kevin Feige and that, they're dedicated to their characters, their Marvel characters, you know. So, you put a lot of trust and faith into that and hope that we're going down the right path, you know.
And also as a fan, you have like an assumed faith because you already love the movie so much and you love the ensemble so much.
So let's talk costumes. Did you have a say in what you wore? You were kind of going for a retro sports vibe. Your costume is already, everyone's like Halloween tick.
I hope so. It was a big conversation. I mean, it starts off where they're from. I don't mean to say this in any kind of weird way, but in Eastern Europe, sometimes it feels like the styles of the present day are always like a few steps behind in a way. Like when I lived in Moscow, it was 5, 6, 7 years ago, and everyone was like doing like Rastafarian dreadlocks, flannel shirts, 90s grunge, and so that's kind of that's where we started. Like it would always feel a little dated from there, and then we're also gypsy kids.
Well, I think you wanted to have a feeling that they were, they were abandoned by their parents, but they're kind of in a bit of where the Sokovia are in a bit of a state and a bit of a troubled sort of place. So I think it's a bit of like grabbing clothes along the way. And
clothes are just being recycled.
It was kind of nice to create that we had a fantastic costume designer and be able to kind of throw out ideas and like for like just small details for your own thing. Like no one's gonna pick up on this, but like some of the trousers I wanted to have like a kind of a biker kind of protective kind of clothing, but kind of mixed with like energy jeans or diesel or that kind of like some kind of high street brand that might be kind of popular. And you know, it's kind of, you can kind of play with it. Joss also wanted, like, you never see him in the same trainers twice because he burned through them. So then I had 9 different pairs of trainers that were like, you know, going through all the rosters of
random brands.
Like really great sort of brands, and you know, I wanted like your Puma and your Fila and all that kind of like.
Fila, loving it. You're bringing that back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was good to play with. I don't even know if you see them though. The only ones you do get to see at the end of the Adi pair.
Yeah.
Adidas, and they don't burn out. So.
You obviously are running around a lot. How much was that all done, kind of in post-production, in special effects, or were you actually literally, I guess, the most active member of...
I was literally running every day. There was literally like, what am I doing? Oh, do you want me to run? Should I run? Yeah. If in doubt, just run.
But dynamically, like you weren't just running. You were a very dynamic runner. So if they slowed it down, you were like...
And obviously with you, with the, what they call energy orbs?
I guess, sure.
Yeah. Did you have any direction, or were you just kind of just doing it and then it would be added on, you know?
Joss had a lot of direction. I mean, they kind of showed me what they were thinking it would end up looking in special effects, but not really. Joss always wanted to have me work with a dancer, so that it would add a different kind of lyrical movement to the fighting. And so me and a movement, a dancer, Jenny White, she's a choreographer and a dancer, and we would basically just watch Joss, because Joss knew how he wanted Scarlet Witch to move, and he was really good at it. And so we would just try and mock him, and, well, not mock him, but mirror him. We weren't mocking him. The whole movie's a mockery. So that's how that happened. But it was really collaborative and so fun.
Comic-Con, is it as just crazy as it looks? Obviously, you've been before.
Yeah, it's mental. The place is crazy. like in a good way. I mean, it's hugely
amazing.
enthusiastic, like fans that are just, you know.
It's all just like pure fans.
Yeah, it like people will dress up and they're into it and they're just enthusiasts and passionate, and it's actually a really it's actually a nice kind of crazy kind of energy.
Bryan Cranston dressed up as himself. Mm-hmm. He wore a Bryan Cranston mask, didn't he?
I don't know.
He did?
I
when
think
you were doing Godzilla?
Right, did he? Did
he
put
dressed up like in the yellow suit and a Bryan Cranston mask and walked around. I would love to do that.
Yeah, people say they dress up as like the stormtroopers if they're paranoid of being like.
Yeah, I think it would be so cool to actually see what it's like on the grounds without being like moved in a mob with security guards.
Touching you.
Yeah.